Word Wednesdays. So, what are the topics that are up for discussion? It may be love, health, or career. We could discuss the struggle, your worth, or your fears. Word speaks about it all, and all are welcome to pull up a chair. I could care less about your age, race, gender, status, or geographical location. I am here to address these topics every other Wednesday. That's the word, and that's me. I know you all been waiting patiently to sit here with me and sip a cup of tea. The overall message is unity, world peace, and most importantly, LOVE. Welcome back to Word Wednesdays. You are here with me, Nina St. Cyr. I am the founder of Written Smith 101. If you would like to learn more about me and the services that I offer to the general public, please visit the website at www.writtensmith101.org. Or you can find me on WordPress at writtensmith101.com. Today, the topic that we will discuss is titled Addiction. We will discuss what addiction is, two types of addictions, and how to overcome addiction. Now we will first discuss what addiction is. Addiction is a need rather than a want. It is a reliance on a drug, activity, person, alcohol, and etc. The two types of addictions that exist are known as mental addictions and emotional addictions. Mental addictions are thought to be the hardest addictions to overcome because you actually think that you need a drug. And if you do not have this drug, you feel something drastic will happen. Basically, it is the mind's way of confusing you and tricking you to believe that something dramatic will happen if you are unable to attain a particular drug of choice, whether that be alcohol, marijuana, or some of the heavier drugs. That is mental addiction. Emotional addiction is still hard to break, yet it is transferable. I'm going to explain what that means in a moment. An emotional addiction is impulsive. As I said before, this addiction is also hard to break due to the fact that you have developed a habit. All habits are hard to break, regardless of what your habit is, whether it be biting your nails, whether it be doing something that others may seem as odd. Some people have habits that some may see it as a person having OCD. They may open a cabinet and close it 3 times, or they may double check their locks to see if their doors are locked or their windows are locked. These are habits. I myself am guilty. I always double check my locks. I always double check my stove. I check my fire alarm, my carbon monoxide, everything. I am guilty of that, and I'm quite sure a lot of you are guilty of that because I live by the motto safety first. Especially when you have children, you must remember that this is something that must always be taken into consideration. Anyhow, emotional addiction. As I said before, this is an addiction that is hard to break. However, because emotions are so sporadic and changeable, this addiction can be transferred to several other addictions. For example, I know everyone has heard the common thing that they say about addicts, in particular alcoholics. They say that you aren't supposed to smoke a cigarette because it may lead to you drinking alcohol. You aren't supposed to do this because it may lead to that. They call marijuana the gateway drug. They say you should not smoke marijuana because it leads to heavier drug use. So emotional addiction is transferable because you may stop using one drug and you may turn to another, or you may place this addiction that you have for a drug onto a person, and you may become dependent upon that person rather than that drug. For example, someone may meet someone that's an addict. The person you meet that's not an addict will say, I can't be with you if you do drugs. So you either choose me or you choose the drug. They choose the person and leave the drug behind. However, they feel the same high or the same effect from that person as they do the actual drug. This is what I mean by transferable. Now we will look at how to overcome these addictions. You have to overcome these addictions through alignment. And this is the alignment of the mental, emotional, and spiritual. This means that you have to feed your soul. And to do so, you will use certain strategies. Some strategies work better than others, and some strategies differ from person to person. Each one of you have individual likes and dislikes. So you will know exactly what you will do in order to align yourself. Here are a few suggestions. Some may use meditation or positive activities such as walking, running, jogging, healthy eating, hobbies. They may find new positive associations, new friends, new jobs, new environments. But the most important thing for you to do is to love yourself. And love yourself in a way that you accept the full you, both positive you and negative you. That means you accept yourself through good and bad, through right and wrong, through your flaws, and accept yourself and own yourself. You have to love yourself in order to overcome addiction. Addiction is not a weakness. It is a form of embracing negative temptation. You must control the things that tempt you. You must not let them control you. I will speak to you in 2 weeks. Until then, everyone be blessed, be safe, be prosperous, and thank you for your continued support.